preserve thy going out.
Yahweh shall preserve thy going out.
And thy coming in.
And thy coming in.
From this time forth.
From this time forth.
And even forevermore.
And even forevermore. Christ. Psalm 83 in the Hebrew. Al-Hayim.
Al-Hayim.
Al-Damayalaka.
Al-Damayalaka.
Al-Takarash.
Al-Takarash.
Al-Tashakwat.
Al-Tashakwat.
Kayahana.
Kayahana.
Al-Yabyaka.
Al-Yabyaka.
Yahama. Yawan.
Yaham Yawan.
Wamashanaika.
Wamashanaika.
Nasha'awa.
Nasha'awa.
Ra'ash.
Ra'ash.
Al-Aimaka.
Al-Aimaka.
Yaira Yamwa.
Yaira Yamwa.
Sawad.
Sawad.
Wayatazawa.
Wayatazawa.
Altazapawanyaka.
Altazapawanyaka.
Amarwa.
Amarwa.
Lakawa.
Lakawa.
Wanakakidum.
Wanakakidum.
Magoya.
Magoya.
Wala'a.
Wala'a.
Yasakar.
Yasakar.
Sham Yashara.
Sham Yashara.
Aywad.
Aywad.
Kaya.
Kaya.
Nawaitazawa.
Nawaitazawa.
La.
La.
Yakadwa.
Yakadwa.
Al-Yaka.
Al-Yaka.
Bara.
Bara.
Yakarafu.
Yakarafu.
Ahalya.
Ahalya.
Adawam.
Adawam.
Wayashamai. Shamailawam.
Wayashamalu.
Mawa'aba.
Mawa'aba.
Wa'agoya.
Wa'agoya.
Gabal.
Gabal.
Wa'aimawan.
Aimawan.
Aimalak.
Aimalak.
Al-Shah.
Al-Shah.
An-Yashad.
An-Yashad.
That's a war.
That's a war.
Gam Ashawar.
Gam Ashawar.
Nalawa.
Nalawa.
Aiman.
Aiman.
Ayawa.
Ayawa.
Sawa.
Sawa.
Labanya Lawa.
Labanya Lawa.
Salah.
Salah.
Aishalaham.
Aishalaham.
Kamadia.
Kamadia.
Kasaya Sara'ah.
Kasaya Sara'ah.
Kayabian.
Kayabian.
Wanakal.
Wanakal.
Kwayashwan.
Kwayashwan.
Nashamadwa.
Nashamadwa.
Bayan the Ara.
Bayan the Ara.
Hayawa.
Hayawa.
Daman.
Daman.
Adama.
Adama.
Shatamwa.
Shatamwa.
Nadayabmawa.
Nadayabu.
Kaira.
Ira.
Wakazaba.
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 Wakatazamana.
Wakatazamana.
Kana say Kamwa.
Kana say Kamwa.
Shaw.
Shaw.
Amorwa.
Amorwa.
Nayarasha.
Yarasha.
Nalawa.
Lawa.
Afnapa. Afnawa.
Nawa.
Alahayim.
Alahayim.
Alahaya.
Alahaya.
Shayatam.
Shayatam.
Kagogla.
Gogla.
Kakwash.
Kakwash.
Panya Raka.
Panya Raka.
Ash.
Ash.
Haba Ira ya Ira.
Ira.
Wakalaaba.
Kalaba.
Talahat.
Talahat.
Horyam.
Horyam.
Kantaradama.
Kantaradama.
Masairaka.
Masairaka.
Wabasawapafa.
Wabasawapafa.
Habahalam.
Habahalam.
Mala'a.
Mala'a.
Panyaham.
Panya.
Palawan.
Palawan.
Wayabakwash.
Wayabakwash.
Shamka.
Shamka.
Yahawa.
Yahawa.
Yabashwa.
Yabashwa.
Wayabawa.
Wayabawa.
Aidi Ai.
Aidi Ai.
Wayakapara.
Wayakapara.
Wayabad.
Wayabad.
Wayadai.
Wayadai.
Kaya.
Kaya.
Atha. Shamka.
Shamka.
Yahawa.
Yahawa.
Labaka.
Labaka.
Ayawan.
Ali.
Akaha Arataza.
Al-Kaharata. In English. Keep not thou silence, O my power.
Keep not thy silence, O my power.
Hold not thy peace.
Hold not thy peace.
And be not still.
And be not still.
O my power.
O my power.
For lo,
thine
enemies make it tumult.
Thy enemies make it tumult.
And they that hate thee.
And they that hate thee
Have lifted up the head.
have lifted up their head.
They have taken crafty counsel.
They have taken crafty counsel
Against thy people.
against thy people.
Consulted against thy hidden.
And consulted against thy hidden one.
They have said, come.
They have said, come.
And let us cut them off from being a nation.
And let us cut them off from being a nation.
That the name of Israel.
That the name of
May
Israel
be no more remembrance.
may be no more
For
remembrance.
they have consulted together.
For they have consulted together.
With one consent.
One consent.
They are confederate against
They
thee.
are confederate
The
against thee.
tabernacles of Edom.
Tabernacles of Edom.
And the Ishmaelites.
The Ishmaelites.
Moab.
Moab.
The Hagarites.
The Hagarites.
Baal.
Baal.
Ammon.
And Ammon.
Amalek.
Amalek.
The Philistines.
Philistines.
With the inhabitants of
The
Tyre.
inhabitants of Tyre.
The sword also is joined with us.
Saul also is joined
They
with
have
them.
hope in the children of
They
Lot.
have hope in the children of Lot.
Salah.
Salah.
Do unto them.
Do unto them.
As unto the
As
Midianites.
unto the
As to
Midianites.
Sisera.
As to
And
Sisera.
to Jabin.
As to
The
Jabin.
brook of
The
Kison.
brook of
Which
Kison.
perished at
Which
Endor.
perished at Endor.
Became as dung for the
It
earth.
became as dung for the earth.
Make their nobles like a
Make
red.
their nobles like
And
Korea.
like Zed.
Like Sahel.
Yea.
Yea.
All their princes as the Baal.
All their princes as a
And
box.
as thou moon.
And that's our
Who
moon.
said,
Who said,
let us take to
let
ourselves
us take to
the
ourselves
house of the Most High in
the
possession.
houses of the Most High in possession.
Oh my power.
All my power.
Make them like a wheel.
Make them like a wheel.
As the stubble before the
As
wind.
the stubble before the wind.
As the fire burneth the
As the
wood.
fire burneth the wood.
And as the flame setteth the mountains on
And as
fire.
the flame set the mountains on fire.
So persecute them
So persecute
with
them
thy tempest.
with thy
And
tempest.
make them afraid
And make them
with
afraid
thy
with
storm.
thy song.
Fill their faces with
Fill
shame.
their faces with
And they
shame.
may seek thy name.
That they may seek thy name.
Oh Yahweh.
Oh Yahweh.
Let them be confounded.
Let them be
In
confounded.
trouble forever.
In trouble forever.
Yea.
Yea.
Let them be put to
Let
shame.
them be put to shame
And
and
perish.
perish.
That men may
That
know
men may know
that thou,
that thou,
whose name alone
whose name alone
is Yahweh,
is Yahweh,
art the most high
the Most High
over all the
of
earth.
all the earth. Son of Christ. These are the songs that we sing in our glory, man. This is not the Christian church song.
Right.
All right. Isupk curses. Blessed are you, Yahweh.
Blessed are you, Yahweh.
King. Oh, Salaki, you go ahead, please.
Pray for the prophesied curses. Blessed are you, Yahweh.
Blessed are you, Yahweh.
King of heaven and earth.
King of heaven and earth.
And all things living.
And all things living.
Yahweh.
Yahweh.
In the name of Yahweh
In the
Shah.
name of Yahweh Shah.
Listen to us now.
Listen to us now.
Right now.
Right now.
Send evils and
And
curses.
evils and curses.
And punishment and destruction.
Punishment and destruction.
To the Edomites.
To the Edomites.
That speak against us.
That speak against us.
Thy prophets.
Thy
The
prophets.
teachers.
The teachers.
The princes.
The princes.
The priests.
The priests.
The Israelite brothers.
The Israelite brothers.
And the school.
And the school.
Send evils and
And
curses.
evils and curses.
Punishment and
And
destruction.
punishment and destruction.
To the heathen.
To the
And
heathen.
shake loose
And shake
the
loose.
treasure of the rich of
The
Israel.
treasure of the rich of
They
Israel.
refuse to give to the
That
school.
refuse to give to the school.
Force their riches.
Force their
To
riches.
enter into thy
Enter
sanctuary.
into thy sanctuary.
Send evils and
And
curses.
evils and
And
curses.
punishment and
And
destruction.
punishment and destruction.
To the
To
Edomites.
the Edomites.
And the nations.
And the nation.
And their drug
And their
dealers.
drug
The
dealers.
court system.
Court system.
The prison system.
Prison system.
Planned Parenthood.
Planned Parenthood.
All the governments of our enemies.
All the governments of our enemies.
Amalek synagogues and armies.
Amalek synagogues.
The Roman Catholic Church.
Catholic Church.
The Pope.
The Pope.
Islam.
Islam.
Christianity.
Christianity.
Egyptology.
Egyptology.
Militia.
Militia.
Ku Klux Klan.
Klan.
Aryan Nation.
Nation.
Skinheads.
Skinheads.
Posse Comitatus.
Kamikaze.
The gay movement.
Gay movement.
The lesbian movement.
Lesbian movement.
Spies.
Spies.
Workers of
Workers
witchcraft.
of witchcraft.
NASA space program.
Space program.
The Army.
Army.
The Navy.
Navy.
Air Force.
Air Force.
Marines.
Marines.
Wall Street.
Wall Street.
Open up the internet.
Open up the internet.
And the airwaves.
And the airwaves.
The cable access channel.
Cable access
And the
channel.
radio channel.
Radio channel.
Convict the spirit
Convict the spirit
of any of thy people
of any of thy people
that seek to stop
that
us
seek to stop
and
us.
bring swift destruction
Bring swift
to
destruction
all the heathen
to all the
that
people
stand in the way
that stand in the
will try
way.
to stop us
Try to
from
stop us.
broadcasting your word
Broadcasting your
throughout
word
the planet Earth.
throughout the planet Earth.
Let loose all the
Let
plagues.
loose all the plagues.
Cause them to go to and fro
Cause them to go through and fro
through the earth
through the earth
and consume
and
them.
consume them.
Let the
Let the
plagues
plagues
shake the house of the thief
shake the house of the thief
and the murderer.
and the murderer.
Let Yahushua,
Yahushua,
Michael and Gabriel
Michael and Gabriel
come down with the flying
come
saucers
down with the flying saucer
and punish all the
and
heathen
punish all the
that
heathen
come up against us
come up
as
against
we
us
speak thy
as
word.
we speak that
Cause
word.
it to be known by
Cause it
all
to be known by all.
that it is the angels that have done
That
it.
it is the angels that have
Cause
done
it to be spread through the media,
Cause it to be spread to the media
throughout the whole world.
throughout the whole world.
Cause them to shake thy
Cause them
coming.
to shake that thing coming.
In the name of
In the
Yahushua.
name of Yahushua.
Thank you always.
Thank you always.
So be it.
So be it. Son of Christ, so turn. O sign Christ. Shabbat, we seated. O sign Christ, man. These prayers are life. You
Damn right.
understand?
You know, I learned the white man got a term for those songs,
Oh yeah.
the imprecatory songs. He calls me because he's afraid of those songs. He got to separate them out.
That's why in the Christian church you don't hear about these songs. Right? You hear they talk about what? Psalms 23. The Lord is my shepherd.
That's it.
You know, that's all you hear. The Lord is my shepherd. They don't even know what this means. Sidebar real quick before you get into the Hebrew. When you say the Lord is my shepherd, all right, what you are saying is that you do not do your own will. That's what you are saying. You are saying that you are a sheep and you just follow what the Most High says. A lot of y'all don't even understand the Lord is my shepherd. That means you follow the law, statutes, and commandments of God. You don't do your own will. All right. You put yourself in a position of a sheep that is following the shepherd. All right. The shepherd give you laws, statutes, and commandments to live by. You're in the Christian church talking about the Lord is my shepherd, and you're doing your own will.
Right.
Let's get to it, priest. Where we at?
We are in Numbers chapter 13, and let me triple check. We're in Numbers 13 and 9.
Numbers 13 and 9. All right.
There you go. If you want to re up on that side.
Still got it back.
We're going to start from the Hebrew.
You got the tongue?
The what?
The tongue, the mouth tongue. Still out if you don't have it. You
Oh,
know
to
what
take
I'm
the
talking
top
about?
off. Yeah.
All right, I'll sweat it.
Matter of fact.
Got something else?
That should be all right.
Otherwise.
From Numbers 13 and 9. Amatah ben Yumyun, Palatya ben Rapawa, verse 10. Amatah Zabalawan, Gadiala ben Sawadwa, verse 11. Amatah Wasap, Amatah Manasah, Gadya ben Swasya, Amatah Dan, Amiala ben Gamalia, Amatah Shar, Swathia ben Mayakala, Amatah Natalia, Nehemiah ben Wapasya, Amatah Gad, Gaal Wa'ala, ben Machia, and back to the Hebrew.
You studied where? 11?
Verse 9.
Oh, you started at 9.
Count.
We're in the book of Numbers,
Short
chapter
verses.
13, verse 9. All right. This is after, so what we're doing, Sabbath service, we read the Hebrew, and then we go into the English, all right, for people who are new to watching the Sabbath service. So here in Numbers 13, this is when Moses has sent a man from each tribe to sort out the land of Canaan. All right, so this is where we are in. I think you had titled it "The Journey in the Wilderness." Is that what you titled it?
Probably.
So this is basically what it is. All right, this is prior to us going into our land, which our oppressors are fighting over right now, which is gonna bring out the third world war. Numbers 13 and 9 in the English. Of the tribe of Benjamin, Palti, the son of Raphu. Of the tribe of Zebulun, Gadiel, the son of Zodi. Of the tribe of Joseph, namely of the tribe of Manasseh, Gadi, the son of Susi. Verse 12. Of the tribe of Dan, Amiel, the son of Gamali. Verse 13. Of the tribe of Asher, Sathor, the son of Michael. Verse 14. Of the tribe of Naphtali, Nabi, the son of Vapsi. Verse 15. Of the tribe of Gad, Geuel, the son of Mashi. That was 15 the last, right? Or 16?
Count. That was 15. And that's we keep seeing scriptures in these throughout Numbers that show rank. Rank was always important to our culture. And everyone here, they said these were the heads of each of these tribes, and they were sent out ahead to check out the land and search the land. We're going to jump back into the Hebrew, verse 16. And of course, we got shout out to the fans in the chat. They calling us Power Rangers and everything else.
Yeah.
We love that.
You know what Power Rangers are? Power Rangers are soldiers. What are you? LGBT soldier? What are you? Yeah, we'll take that. We'll take Power Ranger. We'll take cult leader. We'll take it.
Facts. I'll be a Power Ranger. I'll be a cult leader in a world full of deviants and transsexuals and freaks and perverts and Epsteins and.
You watching us though? We don't even know you.
Hey,
keep watching us.
Maybe something will sink in if you watch long enough.
Yeah, Bruce.
Verse 16. Allah Shemawath Ha'anashimashar Shalach Mashal after war Atharatiza Ra Mashah Lahawashai 1-1 Yahawashai Washalachatham Mashal Latawar Atharatiza Kana'ain Wayamar Alham Alwazah Managab Wa Aliatham Athahar, verse 18, or Atham Atharatizah Ma Ho'a wa Ath Ha'aim Ha'ishab Aliyah Achazak Ho'a Harpa Hama'ait Ho'a Rab, verse 19, Maharatizah Shah Ho'a Yashab Bab Hatobah Ho'a Amra'ah Wama Ha'arium Ashar Ho'a Yoshab Vachana Habamachanyum Bamachazarium, verse 20, Maharataza, Hashmana, Ho'a, Raza, Hayash, Ba'itaza, Ayun, Wakazaktham, Walakwaktham, Maparya, Harataza, Wahayumyum, Yumya, Wakwarya, Anabium, verse 21, Wayawa, Wayatharwa, Atharataza, Mamadabar, Tazan, Id Rachab, Labwa, Math, verse 22, Wayalwa, Wanagab, Wayabwa, Id Habarwan, Washam, Achuman, Sheshaya, Wathalumna, Salaki Wathalumya, Yaliyadya, Ainat, Wachabarwan, Shabai, Shanyum, Namatha, Lapunya, Taza'ain, Matazarium, and back to the English.
Verse 16. We in Numbers chapter 13, verse 16 in the English. These are the names of the man which Moses sent to spy out the land. And Moses called Oshea, the son of Nun, Jehoshua, 17. And Moses sent them to spy out the land of Canaan and said unto them, get you up this way southward and go up into the mountain. Numbers 13, verse 18. And see the land, what it is, and the people that dwelleth therein, whether they be strong or weak, few or many. Like in New York, I don't know if they still use that term. I still use it. You know, what's the temperature like?
Right.
Like, go check out the temperature, man. What is it like over there? What's going on there? What's going on in that land? You know, how's the people? What they looking like? You know, this is what Moses is telling these 12 soldiers to go do. All right, because why? We about to take over. We about to take over that land because that land was promised to us. And today, this is the topic. Geopolitically, this is what's going on, man. Everything that's going on in this world right now has to do with what we are reading about. It has to do with the promise that the Most High made to us, to so-called blacks, Latinos, and indigenous people, that these people are claiming to be the descendant of the Israelites. They claiming to be the descendant of Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob. They are not. They are not the descendant of Jacob, man. Why? Because the Most High did not deal with Esau. Esau is a bastard. Esau is a vagabond. All right? So when you look in the news today, when you see what's going on with Iran, when you see what's going on with the United States and Israel, understand that what's happening today in the news, it's because of our identity that these people stole and are trying to take over the land that was promised to us since Genesis, the 15th chapter.
Right.
Let's keep on going. Verse 19, and what the land is that they dwell in, whether it be good or bad, and what cities they be that they dwell in, whether in tents or in strongholds. And you know what's crazy? When you read the Old English, you see how they call the way we speak Ebonics is slang.
Mm-hmm.
You know, that's how we speak, man. That's how the Hebrew is.
Ebonics all over the Bible.
You know, and it's something that happened that we do naturally because why? We just can't conform to, you know, the oppressor's way. The oppressor's way is not our way. We're gonna find a way. We're gonna somehow, some way, you know, our spirit is gonna come out, even through our destruction, man. Even through all the suffering, all the tribulation that we are going through, man. The spirit of the Most High is gonna come, man. This is why it is important for you soldiers, man, to come to the Isupk, come to these classes, man, ask questions and come back to your culture, man. Put on your spirit, all right? Verse 20, and what the land is, whether it be fat or lean, whether there be wood therein or not, and be ye of good courage, and bring of the fruit of the land. Now, the time was the time of the first striped grapes. Verse 21, so they went up and searched the land from the wilderness of Zin unto Rehob, as men come to Hamath. Verse 22. And they ascended by the south and came unto Hebron, where Ahiman, Sheshai, and Talmai, the children of Anak, where now Hebron was built 7 years before Zoan in Egypt.
Back to the Hebrew for verse 24. And to all the fans in the comments, somebody said he has actual questions. Ask him. Ask him.
Questions.
But we are doing, this is a Sabbath service. This is a serious, this is not a standard class. So we're not here to disrupt our procedures for you. But ask your questions. Just ask them. Don't, go in circles and whine about it. Ask them.
Yeah, you could ask your questions. And then we have classes for that specifically. You could come to Thursday night class. All right. In the ISUPK, we have something called discipline and order. And a lot of people in the world cannot understand what it is to be disciplined and ordered. From Monday to Saturday, we have specific topics, specific classes that we hold. Today is the Sabbath service, where we go over 49 scriptures, right, at a time, from the Hebrew into the English. If you have any questions pertaining to the topic right now, we're in Numbers 13. You can ask them. Or you could come on a Thursday night class, all right, and ask your questions. Or you could call Across the Line Radio. So we have time for you, all right? We have time for you. Today we don't have time for you. You can still ask your questions. If it's necessary, we'll answer it. But we have time for you. Thursday night class, Across the Line Radio. Keep going, please.
Chapter 13 and verse 24. Lamakuwam, Hawa'a, Korah, Nahal, Ashakwala, Al Adawath, Hashakwal, Ashar, Karathwa, Mashum, Banya Sha'ala, verse 25. Waishabwa, Matawar, Harataza, Makwatza, Arbayam Yawum, verse 26. Wailakwa, Waibawa, Al Masha, Wa Al Harun, Wa Al Kal Aidath, Banya Yasha'ala, Al Madabar, Paran, Quadasha, Waishayabwa, Al Thum Dabar, Wa Ath Kal Ha'aidath, Wairawum, Athparya Harataza, verse 27. Waisaparwa, Lawa, Wayamarwa, Ba'anwa, Al Harataza, Ashar, Shalachathnwa, Wagum Zabath, Halab, Wadabash, Hawa'al, Wazah, Parya, verse 28. Apash, Kaya, Aiz Ha'aim, Hayashah, Barataza, Waha'arium, Wahazrawath, Galath, Ma'ad, Wagum Yaladya, Ha'ainak, Rayunwa, Shum, verse 29. Amlak, Yahushah, Barataza, Hanagab, Wahathathwa, Wahayabwaswa, Wahamarya, Yahushah, Bachar, Wahakananya, Yashab, Al Haryum, Wa Al Yad, Hayardan, and back to the English.
Back to the English. We're in the book of Numbers, chapter 13, verse 23. And they came unto the brook of Eshcol and cut down from thence a branch with one cluster of grapes, and they buried between two upon a staff. They just following the order that Moses gave them. Bring the first fruit. Bring me the fruit. Let me taste this. Let me see how rich that land is, man. I grew up in Haiti, real quick, right?
Okay.
I grew up in Haiti. In America, Ashar, I cannot see a tree that bears fruit. If I see a tree that bears fruit, I'm knocking on your door. That's how I am. Sometimes I drive around, especially in Long Island.
Mm-hmm.
I would drive around and I would see trees that bear fruits. They got like peach, right? They got apple. It's a few fruits that we have in there. I'm knocking on your door, because nobody is picking those fruits.
That's funny that you say that, because my grandparents, which grew up, had the house in your part of Queens, talk about when their neighbors moved in who were Benjamites. Back, way back in the day. They told me a story. When they moved in, they came and knocked on. There was a tree in the backyard that hang over into their yard. They knocked on the door. Said, are you picking that? She's like, I don't know even know what you're talking about. I don't know what these berries are. Go ahead, do whatever you want with them. Next day, they brought over a bottle of wine they made with the berries from this tree.
Most High in Christ, because you know what it is. I think Judah have a different relationship, with Caribbean when it comes to this, because in the Caribbean, like we pick our fruits. We pick the mango from the mango tree.
Right.
As opposed to Judah, you go to the supermarket, you got you go to the supermarket to get your fruits. So this is where this comes from. So sometimes you will pick a fruit from a tree, and you taste it. It's like, that land is not good. You eat a mango, you might eat the same mango, but because you eat it from this house and you eat a different mango from another house, it's the same type of mango, but the taste is different. Why? Because the soil is not rich enough, So I could definitely understand what's going on here. It's like, bring me fruit so you could taste this joint and see, how big those fruits are, how juicy they are. So this is real life. This is our story, man. And we are about to go into our land, which was promised to us. But you was gonna say something.
No, because then you see what happened when they bring the fruits. They said 2 strong men had to carry 1 thing of grapes. That's the type of fruits they had in the land, in the Holy Land in ancient times. Now they out here defiling the land, defiling the animals, tearing up everything. And this is not how there's nothing that's happening today that's how it's supposed to be, because the earth is given into the hands of the wicked.
Exactly. And just like you said, and they buried between 2 upon a staff, and they brought of the pomegranates and of the figs. All right, verse 24. The place was called the brook Eshcol because of the cluster of grapes, which the children of Israel cut down from thence. 25. And they returned from searching of the land after 40 days. Verse 26. And they went and came to Moses and to Aaron and to all the congregation of the children of Israel unto the wilderness of Paran to Kadesh, and brought back word unto them and unto all the congregation, and showed, this is the beauty of this language, man, and brought back. And the KJV, which is the reason why in the ISUBK we use the KJV, because the translation is word for word. What is translated from the Hebrew, it's not a thought for thought translation where the people who's translating is just translating it, but based on their interpretation. This is word for word. This is the closest to the Hebrew that you're going to get.
Right.
All right. So when you see the language, you see the slang of the Hebrew, which so-called black people we still use to this day. They call it Ebonic. This is our language. Hebrew is our language, and not only that, the alphabet that we are using in the English comes from where? From the Hebrew. Let's keep on going.
Oh, but Salakia, forgive me, because I've been giving these little clowns and demons attention, but I ain't say shout out to all of our brothers and sisters checking in, saying shalom, saying what's up. Somebody sent $1 super chat. Shout out to everybody. We here for y'all. Shout out to the Captain Zariat channel audience. We're here because we having a little some YouTube Esau issues on the ISUBK Harlem channel, and so we over here today broadcasting the Sabbath service, and y'all get a little glimpse. This is what we do every Sabbath. This is the service that we have, the traditions that we go through, and the prayers that we go through, and everything. So, verse 30. I'm going back to the Hebrew.
No, I'm done. No. Verse 27. Because I was reading this part, and brought back word unto them and unto all the congregation, and showed them the fruit of the land. Verse 27. And they told him and said, we came unto the land whither thou sendest us, and surely it floweth with milk and honey. Surely this land is rich. That land you send us to say, go sort it out, go see what it is like. That land is flowing with milk and honey. All right. And this is the fruit of it. All right, speaking about the grapes and the pomegranates that they brought. Verse 28. Nevertheless, the people be strong that dwell in the land, and the cities are walled and very great. And moreover, we saw the children of Anak there. Verse 29. The Amalekites dwell in the land of the south. All right, the Amalekites are our enemies today, man. The so-called Jewish man, the Amalekites, the chief tribe among Esau. All right, and the Hittites and the Jebusites and the Amorites, those were the part of the 7 nations that the Most High told us in Deuteronomy the 7th chapter to not mix with. All right, dwell in the mountains, and the Canaanites dwell by the sea and by the coast of Jordan. Yeah, priest, that was
Come on. And just a reminder, we're talking about a big area of land. We're not talking about that little sliver that they fighting over today.
That little slice, slice of pizza.
That little piece of
officer. I know y'all called it.
Oh
It's
yeah.
not that little slice of pizza. Good,
No.
keep going.
Back to the Hebrew numbers. Oh no, even Esau been admitting it lately because they had this whole back and forth with Tucker Carlson and Mike Huckabee, where he got him to admit he got Mike Huckabee, former U.S. governor and current ambassador to Israel, to admit, because he's a Christian and he believes the Bible. Like the way I phrase that, he believes the Bible, and so he got him to admit that. Basically, he believes that the Israelis have the right to the entire Middle East, because biblically the boundaries of Israel is the entire Middle East. It's most of Iraq, Afghanistan, the Saudi Arabia, I believe.
Egypt as well, part of Egypt. Right. When you go back in Genesis, the 15th chapter, it tells you the borders. And what's so beautiful about this, man, that interview, if you have not watched this interview, you need to go on YouTube and watch it. It's called Who Are God's Chosen People? It's on Tucker Carlson's channel. The beautiful thing about this interview, when he asked him this question about what's the borders, right? First of all, he did not want to answer. So he went to Genesis 15 and read this. Matter of fact, see if you could get that real quick. Genesis 15. Get the verse for me. He read the scripture that tells you what the borders are. All right. Now, when he asked Mike Huckabee, so aren't you saying that the Jewish men have the right to all of this land? You know what his answer was? His answer was like, well, they're not trying to get all this land. I mean, it will be okay, but they're not trying to get all of the land. They just want, a place for the Jewish people to be safe. And then he said something crucial. He said, if those places, if they attacked us, then, that's another story. If they attacked us and then we win the war, then this is another story. You know what he's saying? What he is saying basically is that they are going to use some measure to claim defensive, what do they call it? They call it defensive attack. They attack you, but they say it's preventive. Preemptive defense.
Preemptive attack, because you preempting there. What, instead of waiting for them,
right?
You're gonna jump the gun and get them, because you know that they're about to attack you.
You're not getting attacked, but they have. I don't think that's the exact term, because you don't say attack in the term. It says defense. Right? So they have a term that they use to tell you that they are attacking only for self-defense when they are not even being attacked. This tells you what? This tells you that this war, there's nothing that's going to prevent it. There's no diplomacy that's going to prevent this war. Why? Because this Jewish, I don't want to use this for TikTok's sake, this Jewish vagabond, they are going to try to take over the entire Middle East. They're not satisfied with that little slice of pizza they have. They're not satisfied with that. You know why? Because they want the land that God promised us in Genesis, the 15th chapter. You got the verse?
Yeah.
What's the verse?
Genesis 15 and 18. In the same day, the Lord made a covenant with Abram, saying, unto thy seed have I given this land, from the river of Egypt unto the great river, the river Euphrates.
So you can stop right there. When you go in the map and you look at it, goes from Egypt all the way to Iraq, like Upside Shayala was saying. And this is a big piece of land. It's not small. It is at least 20 times, if not even more, what they have right now. And they're not satisfied with it because they want what was promised to us. Get back to this.
Come on. Numbers 13 and 30.
Come.
Wayahas Kalab, Athaim, Al Masha, Wayamar, Ailah, Na'ailah, Wayarashnua, Athakaya, Yakwal, Naokal, La, verse 31. Wahanashim, Ashar, Alwa, Aimwa, Amarwa, La'a, Naokal, La'aiwath, Al Ha'im, Kaya, Kazak, Ho'ah, Mamunwa, verse 32. Wayawatiza, Ya'awa, the Bath Haratiza, Ashar, Thorah, Atha, Albanya, Sha'ala, La'amar, Haratiza, Ashar, Abanwa, Ba'alatawar, Atha, Haratiza, Aklath, Yawashabya, Ho'ah will call Ha'im, Ashar, Rayanwa, Bathwaka, Anasha, Marwath, 33, Washam, Rayanwa, Ath, Hanapialium, Bunya Ainak, Mun Hanapialium, Wanahaya. And I didn't even realize we was going to touch on this, but I'm glad that all of you nuts are in the chats so that we can cover a scripture that says Nephilim. I'm so glad all you nuts are here just in time for us to go over Nephilim. We'll get back to it. By Yunyanoa, Kakagabium, Wakan, Hayanwa, by Yunyam, chapter 14 and verse 1. What the Shah call Ha'ida, by Thunwa, Athkolam, Wayabakwa, Ha'im, Belila, Ha'awa'ah, 14 and 2. Wayalunwa, Al-Masha, Wa'ala Harun, called Bunya Sha'ala, Wayamarwa, Alham, Kal Ha'ida, Lawa, Mathwa, Baratza, Matazarium, Awa, Bamadabar, Hazah, Lawa, Mathunwa, 14 and verse 3. Walama, Yahweh, Mabiyah, Athunwa, Aharatza, Hazaath, Lanapal, Bacharab, Nashinawa, Watapnawa, Yahayawa, Labaz, Khalwa, Tawab, Lanwa, Shab, Matazarima, and back to the English.
Back to the English. We are in the book of Numbers, chapter 13, verse
13 and 30.
And Caleb stilled the people before Moses and said, let us go up at once and possess it, for we are well able to overcome it. Verse 31. But the man that went up with him said, we be not able to go up against the people, for they are stronger than we. So now we are witnessing two different spirits. All right, we got Caleb that's like, yo, let's go. Caleb is like, let's go take what belonged to us. Let's go overtake this land.
Right.
And you got some, So like a TikTok. We got some weak man. I gotta be careful with TikTok, man. Gotta be careful. You got some weak brothers that's like, nah. The brother said what? The men that went up with him said, we be not able to go up against the people. We can't go against these people. Why? For they are stronger than we. These people are stronger than us. This brother had no courage. Go ahead, priest.
Does TikTok register Creole?
Creole?
Yeah. How would you call someone a
Masisi?
Masisi?
Masisi.
Okay.
God. That's the word I wanted to say in English, but then I had to, I had to catch myself because, they got us for our first page already. So we're trying to stay on the internet. All right, verse 32. And they brought up an evil report of the land which they had searched unto the children of Israel. When he says an evil report, meaning a lie, they brought up a lie. And what's the lie? Saying the land through which we have gone to search it is a land that eateth of the inhabitants thereof. Oh, this land, if we go there, they're gonna eat us alive. They just went there, they got the grapes, right? They came back whole. They didn't come back with a bite, but they talking about this land. If we go there to try to overcome it, this land eateth of the inhabitants thereof. And all the people that we saw in it, a man of great stature. We got some big ass dudes, some dudes with big muscles, and they got the biggest weapon. That's just an evil report, a lie. Why? Because they were cowards. These men were cowards. They did not want to fight. They did not want to do what it takes to rule over a nation. There's a certain spirit you gotta have to lead yourself. And some men, they just not built for it, Aisha. They're not built for that. They satisfied with, receiving the crumbs from the oppressor. This is why when you read in these chapters, I think it was the chapter before that, they wanted to go back to Egypt. They're like, Moses, why did you bring us over here in this wilderness to die? We want to go back to Egypt. We want to go back to serve the Egyptians. We want to go back and get kicked by the Egyptians. At least we got some McDonald's there, at least we got some Burger Kings there, at least, even though the police are choking us. I'm using these, recent terminologies for you to understand the mindset that they had back then to want to go back to Egypt. These men were cowards. They did not want to be the rulers over their own nation. This is why they brought up this evil report. Go ahead.
No, that's so, because that's all you soft Negroes in the comments. Talking and laughing and clowning like this a joke out here. Because that's all you FBA cats out there that just want to get a little reparations check, and then you'll be happy. You'll be happy while they still beating our heads in, got us still in the projects, got our people strung out on drugs right outside this door. You'll be happy as long as you get a little reparations check. What do you think is going to happen if they drop a reparations check on Black America tomorrow? Is that going to solve the sexy reds? Is that going to solve the music that's pumping in every household? The poverty that we're surrounded by? The abortions, the abortion clinics still opening up, still being pushed in our neighborhoods. Is that going to solve it? No, but it's going to make your life a little bit easier. It's going to make it a little bit easier for them to get their little middle class life and be a good little slave in America. And that's all y'all want. And it's been the same story since we coming out of Egypt.
This whole FBA movement, man, it's all about slaves being happy to serve their master. Because what are they saying? They're like, nah, you don't belong in my plantation.
Right.
This is my master's plantation. I'm the foundational slave over here. That's what the FBA, that's what they are saying. We are the foundational slaves on this plantation right here. And you came from a different plantation over there in Haiti. This is our plantation. This is our master's house. And we need the crumbs that master, has available. We don't want to share the crumbs that our master has.
Can't have my crumbs.
Yeah, you can't have my crumbs. You can't have my master's crumbs. That's all the FBA. When you think about it, right? That's the logic of it. The logic is that you are the foundational slave on this plantation, and another slave that comes from a different plantation, you hate them. Meanwhile, you know what that does? You do not hate the owner of the plantation that you are in. You don't see that plantation, you don't see it as an issue because you are a foundational slave and you are proud to be a foundational slave. This is why you hate your brothers who comes from a different plantation instead of hating the person who put you as a foundational slave in the first place. All of it at the end of the day is to love the enemy and hate your brother.
Exactly.
That's the FBA.
Exactly.
That's all it is. Where we at?
We are in Numbers 13, and I think you was finishing 32. I think you were finishing 32.
I was, say that again, Salakia.
No, 13 and
32?
Yeah.
Salakia. I thought you was in the Hebrew. And they brought up an evil report, right, of the land which they had searched unto the children of Israel, saying, the land through which we have gone to search it is a land that eateth up the inhabitants thereof, and all the people that we saw in it are men of great stature. Verse 33. And there we saw the giants, the son of Anak.
Oh, the giants, the Nephilim, the Nephilim. You goofy man.
Good.
These are big Negroes. These are just big dudes. These are not mystical beings. These are not the children of angels and women. Y'all need to get out the sci-fi, get out your bedroom, put down the blunt, and stop trying to turn the Bible into some type of sci-fi story. Giants just means giants the same way we say damn. Wembyana is a giant.
Right.
It's that simple. It's that simple. Why do they have to make this something mystical and goofy and why? Y'all all active in the comments. Somebody tell me why the Nephilim have to be some great mystical angelic children. It's just a word for giants. It's just a word for that. There's some big dudes over there in that land.
Yeah, and their whole philosophy don't even make sense because all those giants were supposed to be gone since Genesis the 6th chapter. Right? Because the Most High was supposed to destroy all the giants. Anyways, let's keep on going. Verse 1 in chapter 14. And all the congregation lifted up their voice and cried, and the people wept that night. Verse 2. And all the children of Israel murmured against Moses and against Aaron. And the whole congregation said unto them, will God that we had died in the land of Egypt, or will God we had died in this wilderness? This is it. I thought was it in the previous chapter also? Verse 12.
It's been all over, yeah.
It's all over. It's all over where they prefer to have stayed enslaved in Egypt than being free. Because you know what? Being free, it requires you to work.
Right.
It requires you to not depend on the crumbs of the oppressor. And the FBA, you don't want to be free. You want to remain a foundational slave. And you want to fight for the crumbs that America is providing you. And you don't want to share that crumb with the Haitians and the Jamaicans. You don't want to share it. That's all you're saying. Verse 3 in chapter 14. And wherefore have the Lord brought us unto this land to fall by the sword, that our wives and our children should be a prey? Were it not better for us to return into Egypt? This is the question. This is what they are thinking about. Was it not better that we went back to Mount Zariah? What are we doing over here, man? You want us to go fight these giants, these big ass dudes? And it's all an evil report. It's all a lie because they were cowards. They didn't have the courage to lead their own nation. Go ahead, please.
Come back to the Hebrew. Numbers 14 and 4. Where Amar wa Ayash Al-Akhiwa, Nathana, Ra'ash, Wanashwaba, Matazar Yama, 14 and verse 5. Wayapal, Masha, Wa Ahran, Al Punyahum, La Punya Kal, Kohal, Idath, Punya Sha'ala, verse 6. Wayahawashai, Bayan, the one, Wakalab, Bunya Panah, Mun Hatharium, Atharataza, Koraiwa, Bagadhum, verse 7. Wayamarwa, Al Kal, Idath, Bunya Sha'ala, La Amar, Harataza, Ashar, Ibarnoa, Balathwar, Atha, Toba, Harataza, Ma'ad, verse 8. Hapataza, Bunwa, Yahweh, Wahabia, Thunwa, Al Harataza, Hazaath, Wadanthana, Lanwa, Arataza, Ashar, Wa'az, Zabath, Hazab, Wadabash, verse 9. Akyahawa, Salaki Akba Yahweh, Al Damradwa, Wathum, Al Thairawa, Alayim Harataza, Kaya, Wachamwa, Humsar Tazlam, Ma'aliyahum, like Yahweh, Asnoa, Al Thairawum, Salaki, verse 10. Way Amarwa, call Ha'ida, Laragawum, Athum, Bunyum, Wakabwad, Yahweh, Nara'ah, Bahal, Mo'aid, I'll call Bunya Sha'ala. Back to the English.
Right. Back to the English. We're in the book of Numbers, chapter 14, verse 4. And they said one to another, let us make a captain and let us return into Egypt. They're gonna make a whole band. They're gonna make a whole band and say, we're going back to Egypt. You know, fuck this. You know, we instead in this wilderness talking about nation building. Man, we going back to slavery.
That's a fake Israelite group.
We going back to being foundational slaves, man.
Damn.
We were foundational slaves. Now we talking about some freedom. Freedom from what? From Egypt? Nah, man. We going back to Egypt, man. We going back to Egypt, man.
That's rough.
And they said one to another, let us make a captain and let us return into Egypt. Verse 5. Then Moses and Aaron fell on their faces before all the assembly of the congregation of the children of Israel. You know why? Because they knew what was coming.
Mm-hmm.
They know what's coming, man. Just like us in the ISUPK, we know what's coming, man, for you stiff-necked Negroes that do not want to listen to the priests and prophets of God. You don't understand what's coming, man. You don't understand this power that we serve. Right? Verse 6. And Joshua, the son of Nun, and Caleb, the son of Jephunneh, which were of them that searched the land, rent their clothes. Verse 7. Remember, Caleb was like, let's go. Caleb said, let's go. These men were not cowards. They're like, yo, let's go take this land over.
They're ready to
let's
roll.
do this. You know what I'm saying? Let's get to it.
Yeah.
You know? Like that song Captain Picard got, man. Let's get to it. All right. Verse 7. And they spake unto all the company of the children of Israel, saying, the land which we pass through to search it is an exceeding good land. All right.
This is what we learned about, right?
Right.
When we was little kids in school, they said the Fertile Crescent, Mesopotamia, the cradle of civilization, the best land on the planet. That's this. That's what they were looking at. That's what they were coming back with grapes the size of your head. The Lord was giving us the best land on the planet. And some of these cats would rather go back and be slaves in Egypt. If you got to let that sink in and look in the mirror and ask yourself, which one of these are you today?
Who are you today? Because what we're reading about in the book of Numbers, it's happening today. It's happening. It was happening during the time of the Haitian Revolution. You think every slave wanted to fight? That's what you think? It happened over here. It's happening right now. Some people are comfortable in America. That's why you got black people that's telling you, we made a lot of progress. We've made a lot of progress.
Mm-hmm.
White people, I got white friends. Not all white people are racist. They do not see the position that, and this is what happened when you don't know who you are, right? They don't realize the position that they are in as slaves in America. Why? Because they don't understand that they should be ruling over these white people. They trying to get us to love so much. They trying to get us to love white people when we should be ruling, when they should be our domestic.
Facts.
And these people, that's what happened when you don't know who you are, when you don't know your identity, when you don't know that you are supposed to rule over this vagabond that's ruling over you. Meanwhile, you trying to love this vagabond. You trying to be equal to him. You trying to be equal to a being that's inferior than you. That's insanity. The Most High said, one will be stronger and one will be weaker. Our oppressor is weaker than us. We are stronger. We are superior than him. He should not be ruling over us. But you are seeking equality to a beast, to an animal. Let's keep going.
That's heavy.
Verse 7, and they spake unto all the company of the children of Israel, saying, the land which we passed through to search it is an exceeding good land. Verse 8, if the Lord delight in us, then he will bring us into this land and give it us, a land which floweth with milk and honey. So you have a group that's like, man, we're going to create a whole band. We're going back to Egypt. And you got Caleb and Jephunneh. You got a whole nother set of brothers, man. These brothers were one West. These brothers was like, let's go, man. This land is flowing with milk and honey. Let's go take it because the Lord will be with us. All right. Verse 9, only rebel not ye against the Lord. Don't rebel against the Lord. The Lord wanted you to be free. And you know what's crazy, Aisha? That's why you cannot impress black people. You can't impress black people. And we still got this spirit to this day. You cannot impress us. I could fly right now, Aisha. I could fly right now in front of a crowd of black people. They're like, man, I don't know. You need to do something else.
What else you got?
Can you disappear?
What you got next?
I see you fly, but can you disappear? This is after all the miracles, man, that the Most High did. After destroying the Egyptians, after splitting up the Red Sea, after unaliving the firstborn of every Egyptian, and the Israelites, they saw this. And they talking about, let us make a band to go back to Egypt. Man, that's us, man. You can't tell me this is not black people.
God damn.
You cannot convince me that the Israelites are not blacks and Latinos, man, because we have this spirit till this day. When they see white people kiss our boots, what some of these Negroes say? They're like, oh, you pay these white people. They can't believe it. They cannot believe that a white man will get on his knees and kiss our boots.
That's the power of God.
That's the power of God. But they're like, nah, that's an actor right there. You pay how much money?
And for what purpose? What do they think? Listen. That's okay. That's okay. Point is, y'all gonna have to man up at some point.
Go ahead. If the Lord delight, verse 9, only rebel not ye against the Lord, neither fear ye the people of the land. And what is imperative for us to understand, to grasp here, is that when he say rebel ye not against the Lord, how are they rebelling against the Lord?
By not doing what he said.
By not following Moses and Aaron. That's how you rebel against the Lord. Because especially Christians, you have this mindset that you have a personal relationship with God. That whatever you're doing is God's will. No, the Most High God established an order on this planet. And you need to follow the man that's in charge. That's how you follow God. You follow God by following the man that is in charge, not by doing what's in your mind. what's in your vain mind. And that's what these brothers were doing. They just like, you know what, let's go back to Egypt. I'm sure they thought that they had a personal relationship with God.
Right.
You know, that going back to Egypt was from the Most High God. Now, they were rebelling against God. How? Because they rebelled against Moses. And a lot of y'all today, you are rebelling against Commanding General Yohana. This is why there's 100 Israelite groups out there today. Because you are rebelling against God. How do you rebel against God? By rebelling against the Isupk under Commanding General Yohana. These men were doing that. They were rebelling against Moses and Aaron. That's how they rebel against God. So when you hear them say, only rebel, not ye against the Lord wasn't speaking to them. Don't rebel against the Lord, neither fear ye the people of the land. And don't be a coward, man. For they are bread for us. You know what I'm saying? That's the Isupk, man. That's One West. These are bread for us, man.
Right.
They crumbs. We're gonna eat them alive, man. We're gonna destroy them and take over our land. Don't fear them. Talking about these giants and you know these people are strong. Nah, man. Don't fear them. They are bread for us. All right. Some more slang in the Bible. Their defense is departed. We gotta make a some type of show, man. The slang of the Bible, something like that.
We got to. They bread for us. That's food. That's
Good.
crazy. It's all over the scriptures. But you think a white person wrote this?
Good.
You didn't read the Bible if you think a white person wrote this.
They are bread for us. Their defense is departed from them, and the Lord is with us. Fear them not. The Lord is with us, man. All right. Verse 10. But all the congregation bade stone.
God damn. He said, don't fear them. And they said, let's stone that dude.
But all the congregation bade stone them with stones. And the glory of the Lord appeared in the tabernacle of the congregation before all the children of Israel. We're going to see what happened next. Go ahead, priest.
Back to the Hebrew.
Cut.
From verse 11. Wa Amar Yahweh al-Mashah, Aid Anah, Yana Tazanya, Ha'im Hazah, wa Aid Anah, La'ah.
This was the AK-47 at that time.
Mm.
You know, the AK-47, right. You know, the Glock, the 38, you know, the little dude.
Yeah.
It was a rock. You know what I'm saying? That was the weapon of the day. It was a rock. What this nigga say? Get a rock. You know, this dude is trying to stop us from going to Egypt. Go ahead.
No, and if you don't think a rock is a weapon, some brother in the school posted a video of a brother, a baseball player, right fielder, making a throw to third, getting the dude out, and connected it to stoning, and it made you visualize like, yo, yeah, that's a weapon.
Man, I got some videos, man, of Levi just unaliving Levi with stones, man, with rocks. They still do it to this day. When I was a kid, they were doing that. That's Levi, man. The Haitians are the biblical Levites, man. The stuff that I see, if I show you these videos, you could not stomach them. You could not stomach them. You will not be able to sleep at night if I show you what's on my phone. What was happening for the past 3-4 years since I could say since the unaliving of the Haitian president back in 2021, because things just got out of control in Haiti. And the Levi spirit, man, that priestly spirit, that you know, the ministry of death, which is called in the book of 2 Corinthians, right? The Levi were the ministry of death, man. When you sin against the Most High, you had a Levite priest that came and stoned you until you get unalive. And these Levite, man, these Haitians, they were just stoning, you know, gang members, you know, stoning gang members, you know, civilians. I mean, it's ridiculous, man. When he brings those scriptures to life, when you are looking at these videos, you know that I remember I sent Captain Mashak one video. Captain Mashak was like, "Good night," the Haitian are the biblical leaders. That's all that came in his mind. And it's real, But get down, please.
Yeah, and just to visualize, like we're gonna take a look at this brother, this Cuban brother Chapman, who's one of the top closers in baseball for a while. If y'all can see, this is a 106-mile-an-hour pitch. If y'all, I don't know, it might not be close enough for y'all, but if y'all just visualize a bunch of brothers gathering around and throwing rocks like this.
Right.
It's over. This is a real life weapon, and that's what they wanted to do for them saying, "Let's go and take over this land that God gave us."
Have courage.
But back to the Hebrew. Masha Aidana Yanat Zanya Ha'im Hazah Aidana La'ai Yamayanwa Bayabakal Haswath Ashar Aishiathia Bakurabwa, verse 12, Akanwa Badabar Wa Rashamwa Wa Aisha Aska Lagoya got a wall Wa Isawam Mamunwa, verse 13, Wa Yamar Masha Al Yahweh Wa Shemaiwa Madzarium Kaya Ha'alyath Bakachka Athaim Hazah Makrabwa, verse 14, Wa Amarwa Al Yoshab Haratza Hazah Shemaiwa Kaya Atha Yahweh Bakarab Ha'im Hazah Ashar Ayan Ba'ayan Nara'ah Atha Yahweh Wa Ainaka Aimad Alihum Ba'imad Ainan Atha Halak Lapunyahum Yomum Waba'imawad Ashlaila, verse 15.
That had to come from the Hebrew when we say ash.
Yeah.
Ashes, because that's fire. Yeah. You gotta look at the etymology of that. Go ahead. So like it.
Verse 15. Wamatha Wahamatha Athaim Hazah Ka'ayash Achad Wa Marwa Goyim Ashar Shmaiwa Ashmaika La Amar, verse 16. Abalathia Yakhlath Yahweh Lahabia Athaim Hazah Al Haratza Ashar Nashbai Lahum Waishakatum Bamadabar, verse 17. Wa'aitha Yagadal Na Kach Adanya Kashar Dabarath La Amar. And back to the English.
Back to the English. We in the book of Numbers, chapter 14, verse 11. And the Lord.
We're gonna keep this frankincense and myrrh going.
We need the there you go. Verse 11. And the Lord said unto Moses, how long will this people provoke me? The Most High did not speak to the people. He spoke to Moses. How long will this people provoke me? And how long will it be ere they believe me? For all the sign which I have showed among them. This is what we were talking about earlier. This is after all the signs, all the destruction that the Most High brought to Egypt. These Negroes still want to go back to Egypt.
Right.
After all the miracles, they still want to go back to Egypt, man. Why? Because you couldn't impress them with that. You can't impress them. Verse 12, I will smite them with the pestilence and disinherit them, and will make of thee a greater nation and mightier than they. Now, listen to the spirit of brotherhood that Moses had, man. Let's keep reading. I will smite them with the pestilence and disinherit them, and will make of thee a greater nation and mightier than they. Verse 13. And Moses said unto the Lord, then the Egyptians shall hear it, for thou broughtest up this people in thy might from among them. Verse 14. And they will tell it to the inhabitants of this land. But they have heard that thou, Lord, art among this people, that thou, Lord, art seen face to face, and that thy cloud standeth over them, and that thou goest before them by day time in a pillar of cloud, and in a pillar of fire by night. Verse 15. Now, if thou shalt kill all these people as one man, now this is why all the nations know these people, you got to be careful with them. This is why all these nations know that you cannot let black people and Hispanic prosper.
Right.
You got to keep them at the bottom. You got to keep them sinning against God, because they know that we are a great people. They know the reputation of our God. They know how we are protected when we are living in righteousness. Why? Because the Most High destroyed Egypt. And the inhabitants, the surrounding inhabitants, they know about that story, right? The world leaders, they know. A lot of us, we take this Bible for a joke. These leaders, they know. Archaeology prove, you hear people talk about, the Bible is a myth. Meanwhile, you have archaeological proof of what's happening in the Bible, man. What you are reading about in the Bible, in Sodom and Gomorrah, we have archaeological proof. People will tell you that there was never a nation of Israel. Meanwhile, in the Egyptian record, we are there, In the
Persian records and all our captives.
These nations, they know about our reputation. This is why Moses said this in verse, what was that verse? In verse 13, and they will tell it. Verse 14, and they will tell it to the inhabitants of this land, for they have heard that thou, Lord, art among this people. They heard about what happened to Egypt. These other nations, they heard about the destruction. They heard about the pillar of fire. They heard about it. They know the story. So Moses is telling God, they know about all these things that you did to get us out of the land of Egypt. And now they're going to find out that you did all of these miracles just to destroy these people. This is the spirit of brotherhood that Moses had. If it was you FBA Negroes, you FBA Negroes would say, man, kill all these Haitians, man. Kill all these Jamaicans, man. Kill them. Yes, Lord. Make me a great nation, Not Moses, man. Moses had the spirit of brotherhood, even though his people were turning against him. And this is the spirit of brotherhood that we have in the ISUPK.
Right.
Even though our people reject us, guess what? Everything that we are doing is for our people, man. We're not doing it for ourselves. We got the truth already. We good. We got brothers. We got sisters. We good. We don't have to be doing this work. But this is not the commandment that we received, man. And this is a father. This is a son talking to his father about his brothers, man. And there's nothing greater than a father wants to see. A father want to see how his kids love one another, man. That brings joy to a father. So when Moses said, now, if thou shalt kill all these people as one man, then the nations which have heard the fame of thee will speak, saying, right? So now, if you unalive my brothers, all right, this is what the nation is going to say. Verse 16, because the Lord was not able to bring this people into the land which he sware unto them, therefore he have slain them in the wilderness. Verse 17, and now I beseech thee, let the power of my Lord be great according as thou hast spoken, saying. When we get back to the English, we're going to get to, the Most High's response. But here you are saying, Moses, a man that could have been, like Jacob, right? Moses could have been like Jacob. He could have been, his name could have changed to, I don't know, we would have been the Mosesite. Like Jacob, right, We became the Israelites because of Jacob. Jacob's name was changed to Israel. This is the reason why we became the Israelites. Moses had this opportunity, man, to be one of the patriarchs, like Abraham, Isaac, Jacob. We would have been Abraham, Isaac, Jacob, Moses. We would have been the Mosesite if Moses did not have the spirit of brotherhood that he displayed here to our living power. The Most High is a living power. That's the camera. We could get back to
you know what's so heavy about that though? That shows you that your name becomes great when you're not trying to make your name great. That same, because now we talk about Moses as one of these. We might talk about Moses more than the forefathers sometimes, but this happened because he didn't care about himself. He didn't care about his name. He cared about serving the Most High. And he cared about his people. Right. And that spirit is all through the scriptures, all down to where Paul says, I wish myself would be cursed for my kinsman's sake. Right. All the way down to now. And you see, that's the same spirit the commanding general Yohanan and the generals have. And it's the antithesis of what you see. If you click on one of these fake Israelite videos, they're going to be talking worse about our people than they're going to be talking about the white man.
Right.
That's not the spirit of the script. That's not the spirit of the Most High. That's not, you don't see that nowhere in these scriptures. He was looking for mercy for his people here when the Lord was ready to wipe them out and exalt him. And all he cared about was his people. And all we care about is our people. No matter how much y'all curse us out, call us clown, whatever you calling us in the comments today, throw stuff at us on the street. We don't care. Right. We care that we look out and we see our people in poverty, our people on drugs, our people in an incredible state of stupidity. I didn't have a better, smoother sounding word for that. But we out there destroyed. And that's what we care about. We care about our people. But back to the Hebrew. Verse 18. Yahweh Arak, Apyum, Orab, Chasad, Nasha, Iwan, Wapashai, Wanakwa, Wa'ayanakwa, Quadawan, Awath, Al Bunyam, Al Slashim, Al Rabayim. Verse 19, Salach Na, Wa'aywan, Ha'im, Hazah, Kagadal, Hasadka, Wakashar, Nashatha, La'im, Hazah, Mamatizarium, Wa'ayr Chana. Verse 20, Wa'yamar, Yahweh, Salchathia, Kadaraka, Salaka Kadabarka. Verse 21, Wa'alam, Chaya, Anya, Wayamala, Kabuad, Yahweh, Ath, Call, Haratiza. Verse 22, Kaya, Call, Hanash, Harunium, Salaki Harunium, Ath, Kabadia, Wa'ath, Athafia, Ashar, Aishiathia, Wamatizarium, Wabamadabar, Wayanaswa, Athia, Za, Aishar, Aimium, Wala'ah, Shemaiwa, Wakwalia. Verse 23, Am Yarawa, Atharataza, Shar, Nashabathia, La'abathium, Wakal, Manatizaya, La'ah, Yarawa. Verse 24, Waibadia, Kalab, Aikwab, Hayatha, Racha, Acharath, Aimwa, Wayamla, Acharya, Wahabiathua, Al Harataza, Ashar, Ba'a, Shema, Wazraiwa, Yarashnua. It's like Yarashna, and back to the English.
I gotta get to see this. Trump cabinet official gets pulled away by Trump during interview, comes back visibly shaken. I need to see that. You know, I love to see white on white, you know, instruction. I love it. You know, I need some popcorn right now. You know, when I was watching, man, it was a pleasure for me to watch that interview, that talk.
Oh, yeah.
You know, when you told me about it, man, I watched the entire thing.
Yeah.
I got the minute marks marked down. The minute marks when he talk about the, you know, the PDFs that do PDFs activities in America, and then they fly to Israel because it's safe haven for them. I got that minute mark. Yep. You know, I got the minute mark about the question about the borders, the minute mark about the DNA test. I got all of the minute marks, man. I watched the whole thing.
That was a thing of beauty.
Yeah, it's man. We pray for this. What's happening right now, we pray for it, man. Two devils going at each other. Well, one devil going at another devil, you know. It's something to behold, man. Verse 18 in Numbers chapter 14. The Lord is long-suffering and of great mercy, forgiving iniquity and transgression, and by no means clearing the guilty. What happened?
Never mind.
By no means clearing the guilty, visiting the iniquity of the fathers upon the children unto the third and fourth generation. Verse 19, pardon, I beseech thee, the iniquity of this people according unto the greatness of thy mercy. And as thou hast forgiven these people from Egypt, even until now, man. Moses was a son. He was a son and a brother. You know, he was a son and a brother. He knew how to speak to his father, and he knew how to protect his brothers.
That's right.
He knew how to protect his brothers, man. And what you have to think here, right, is a brother that's trying to save his brother from an ass whipping. That's how you have to visualize it. Visualize a brother that's trying to save his other brother who deserve an ass whooping.
Right.
And you trying to save your brother from getting an ass whooping. And think about how your father is looking at you. Think about it. How your father is looking at you trying to save, you know, your little brother that deserve an ass whooping. Your brother is just gonna be proud, man. Like, you know what? You gotta get saved from this ass whooping. You get saved because of the love that I see your brother have for you. You're not getting this ass whooping today. That's how you got to think about it, man.
That's it.
Let's keep on going. Verse 19, pardon, I beseech thee, the iniquity of this people according unto the greatness of thy mercy, and as thou hast forgiven this people from Egypt, even until now. Verse 20, and the Lord said, I have pardoned according to thy word. You know, that's a father looking at his son, you know, loving his brothers, man, and trying to save his brothers and sisters from an ass whipping that they deserve. The Most High said, I have pardoned according to thy word. We serve a living God, man. This is why in the Isupk, there's a scripture, I think it's Zechariah 13:8. Double check that for me. See what that says.
Somebody in the comments, it said, just in time for my favorite Jews. Yeah.
Give yourself a hand.
I can't even stand about that.
In the book of Zechariah, I believe chapter 13, verse 8, it talks about 2/3 of our people being destroyed. Now, the scripture says it. You know, we do not go against what the scripture says.
Right.
But the spirit that the Most High gave us is not to, you know, be proud and be happy about 2/3 of our people being destroyed, man. Because in the Isupk, just like Paul said, man, he wished that he could be a curse for his people's sake. You know, the desire is for all Israel to be saved. That's what we want, for all Israel to be saved. Does the scripture prophesy 2/3 of our people will be destroyed? It surely do. It does. The scripture prophesied it. At the same time, we don't have to. We do not have to lose 2/3 of our people. Is that it? Read it.
Zechariah 13:8. And it shall come to pass that in all the land, saith the Lord, 2 parts therein shall be cut off and die, but the third shall be left therein.
All right. This is 2/3 of our people, man. 2/3 of our people will be unalive, man. Our desire is that we save all our people, man.
Right.
This is why in the ISUPK we do the work that we do. But the problem is you don't want to listen to God, man. You don't want to listen to God. The reason you don't listen to the ISUPK is because you do not want to listen to God.
Facts.
Because in the UPK, when we come here, when we do the Sabbath service, when we do our classes, guess what? We're not telling you what we think. If we were telling you what we think, if we were doing podcasts and just, bullshitting around, excuse my language, TikTok, you understand TikTok. I could get one of these
TikTok
off,
will be all right.
You know what I'm saying? I could get one of these off TikTok. It's all love. If that's what we're doing, then our people will love it. But because we are telling our people what God says, this is why you don't want to listen, because you don't want to listen to God. That's what you don't want to do. You don't want to listen to God. All right?
Because they can't disagree. They can't disagree then. Right. If we just podcast, we could go back and forth. Right. We could be wrong sometimes. Y'all can have your opinion. There's no opinion. Mm-hmm. It's what the Most High says.
That's it.
But the spirit, like you was talking about, going straight through the scriptures from beginning to end, is caring for our people, wanting mercy for our people. And that's why whenever we come to this, when we talk about 2/3, we talk about men in the scriptures advocating for the Israelites. If you turn on some fake Israelite group and you see them talking about you 2/3 niggas is gonna get it, that's off, man. Right. You don't see that nowhere in the scriptures.
Right.
We want mercy. We're out there working every day to wake our people up. Right. We want mercy for our people. We don't want to see nobody destroyed out of our people. We want to see the kingdom.
Damn right, priest.
But where was Salah?
We in was it you? I think I was reading, huh?
I think you were, Salah.
Yeah. And the Lord, verse 20. We in verse 20. So like it real quick. A different angle here.
Oh yeah, the Lord pardoned.
Yeah. And the Lord said, I have pardoned according to thy word, verse 21. But as truly as I live, all the earth shall be filled with the glory of the Lord. Verse 22. Because all those men which have seen my glory and my miracles which I did in Egypt and in the wilderness, and have tempted me now these 10 times, and have not hearkened to my voice. What verse we stopping at?
We stopping at verse
23.
24.
24. Mm-hmm. Surely they shall not see the land which I swear unto their fathers, neither shall any of them that provoke me see it. So the Most High is like, you know what? I got you. But this generation, they're not going to see the land. They're not going to see it. So the Most High did not make a nation out of Moses. Why? Because Moses did not want this glory, man. Moses wanted his people to be saved. So we don't have that spirit in the ISUPK to talk about, you're going to be destroyed, Your 2/3 going to be destroyed. You're not going to see that in the UPK, man, because that's not what the scripture says, man. Nowhere in the scriptures will you see that, right?
We taught to have empathy for our people, and we come here and we're drawn to this place because we have empathy and love for our people. We all been through it.
God. Verse 24. But my servant Caleb, because he had another spirit with him and have followed me fully, him will I bring into the land whereinto he went, and his seed shall possess it. Remember, Caleb was the one that's like, let's go.
Let's get it.
Caleb was like, let's get to it. We can get this land. The Lord will be with us. That was the spirit that Caleb had. The other people was like, man, we got giants over there. Them brothers are strong. Them brothers are doing their push-ups. Them brothers are benching, 1,000 pounds. Like, we can't take
We didn't have it that bad in Egypt.
Right. Let's go back to Egypt, man. Not Caleb and them. Caleb was like, man, let's go. Let's do this. That's why you see the Most High said he had another spirit. He did not have the spirit of fear. He did not have the spirit of we are foundational Black Egyptians. It's not the spirit that he had. He didn't have a spirit. We have foundational Black Egyptians. Therefore, let's go back to Egypt. Let's get it.
In the comments, somebody said God put you in slavery according to the Bible, but you talking about giant grapes, though. Yeah, we talking about the land that God promised us. And he put us in slavery for disobeying in the same way that in this chapter, they didn't want to go take that land because it took work. But that land that's perfect, that's milk and honey, that's giant grapes, the best land, the most fertile land, the most beautiful land on the planet is supposed to be ours. But to this day, you're talking about just wanting to get a home loan so you can move to the suburbs. That's the whole point. We got a homeland that's ours. But too many of our people are perfectly happy being at the bottom of the ladder here in America, as long as they can be a little bit higher on the bottom. And that's pathetic. That's not a manly mindset. But it takes work to want something better.
Oh, damn right. Which set is this? 6?
That's it.
That was it?
That was it.
Oh, damn.
And blew through it.
Man. So next week, we're going to pick up from 14 and 25?
Yes, sir.
All right. So next week, Lord willing, we'll be picking up from the book of Numbers, chapter 14, verse 25. All right. With that, so like it. Remember, the Passover is around the corner, man. The Passover is around the corner. April 4th, all so-called Blacks, Latinos, indigenous people, you are invited to Houston, Texas to come and observe the Feast of Passover with the priests and prophets and the Isupk under commanding General Yahana. All right, we're going to be in Houston, Texas from the 30th all the way to the 6th. We have the All-Black Party. We have Scripture Breakdown. We have the Storm Podcast. What else we got, Aisha? We got the Children's Party.
Oh yeah, we got the Black Party, the Lamb Slaughter. The Black Party is gonna be ranch style. We got the Lamb Slaughter. We got the crossover podcast, Crossing Line Radio, which y'all know to catch every Thursday night at 10 right here on this channel. It's gonna be doing a crossover with the Round Table of Truth. Let Hebrew speak. It's gonna be a beautiful event. It's gonna be a beautiful week full of events, full of our family being together to serve the Most High. And if you miss it, you miss it. I don't know what you're doing if you miss it.
God. All right. With that, I Majum, which means to stand. Son of Christ. Paul. On. Oh man. Take the yah.
Yeah, you which is the wine.
La Yasharala, which means to Israel. Son of Christ. So Paul. Son of Christ. So upon your Hakwadam, which means turn and face the east. You're going to recite these prayers. In the Hebrew, the Lord's Prayer. Abanawa. Shabbat Shemayim. Kodash. Hayah. Shamka. Yahweh. Malakah. Taba'ah. Batazaka. Hayah. Aisha. Baratza. Kawa. Hayah. Bashamayim. Nathanawa. Nakam. Ka. Yawam. Wasalaknawa. Kawawafinawa. Hasalaknawa. Kawawafinawa. Wala'ah. Tabayaynawa. Banasai one. Above. Kawashaynawa. Mayan. Rai. Kaya. Lakar. Hamalakwa. Wa'ala. Wa'atapara. La'awalamya. Amen.
In the English, our Father, which art in heaven, hallowed be thy name.
Hallowed be thy name.
Yahweh. Thy kingdom come. Thy will be done. In earth. As it is in heaven. Give us this day. Our daily bread. Forgive us our debts. As we forgive our debtors. Lead us not into temptation. But deliver us from evil. For thine is the kingdom. And the power. And the glory. Forever. So be it.
Hakak, the power in the Hebrew, Yahweh.
Ba'ashem Yahushua.
Baba Kosha. The thunder now. Hakak. Larapa'ah. Kalmakala. Kalmadawa. Hakak.
But the heart.
Hamatazariah.
Hakak.
Lahakmi.
Hamathi.
Hakak. Arakawa. Tama'ala.
Shun.
Ba'ashem Yahushua.
Ba'ashem Yahushua.
Wadaman.
In the English, Yahweh. In the name of Yahushua. Please give us the power. The power to heal. All manner of sickness. And all manner of disease. Power to cleanse the lepers. The power to raise the dead. The power against unclean spirits. To cast them out. In the name of Yahushua. Thank you. So be it.
Psalm 121 in the Hebrew. Asha'ah. Ayanya.
Ahaharya. Mayan. Yaba'ah. Isarya ma'an. Yahweh. Aisha. Shamayam. Waratza. Aliyathan. Namawat. Wagalka. Aliyana. Shamar. Anala. Yana. Wala'ah. Yashan. Shawamar. Yasharala. Yahweh. Shamar. Yahweh. Tazak. Aliyah. Yamyanka. Yawamam. Hashamash. La'ah. Yakaka. Barak. Alayala. Yahweh. Yashamar. Makal Rai. Yashamar. Afnapashka. Yahweh. Yashamar. Taza'af. Wabawa'aka. Ma'aita. I will love. The English, I will lift up mine eyes unto the hills. From whence cometh my help? My help cometh from Yahweh. Which made heaven and earth. He will not suffer thy foot to be moved. He that keepeth thee will not slumber. Behold. He that keepeth Israel. So neither slumber nor sleep. Yahweh is thy keeper. Yahweh is thy shade upon thy right hand. The sun shall not smite thee by day. Nor the moon by night. Yahweh shall preserve thee from all evil. He shall preserve thy soul. Yahweh shall preserve thy going out. And thy coming in. This time forth. And even forevermore.
Psalm 83 in the Hebrew. Alahayim. Adam Yalaka.
Al-Karash. Al-Tashakwat.
Hayahana.
Awayabyaka. Yahamayawan. Mashanayaka.
Nasha'awa.
Ra'ash.
Alimaka.
Yarayamu.
Sawad.
Wayata'atazwa. Al-Zabawanyaka. Amawa. Lakawa. Kakima. Magoya. Wala'ah. Yazakar. Sham Yashara. Aywa. Kaya. Waitazwa. La,
Yakadwa,
Kadwa,
Al-Yakad,
Ali,
Barak,
Barak,
Yakarafwa,
Barak,
Ahali,
Ali,
Adawam,
Adawam,
Wayashamayim,
Wayashamali,
Mawahaba,
Mawab,
Wagoya,
Goya,
the ball,
the ball,
Aimawan,
I'm
I'm
a lot,
Alashab,
a shot,
Yashabi,
I'm Yashabi,
Tazawar,
that's a war,
Gamashawu,
Gama Shawar,
Alawar,
Lawa,
Imam,
Ma,
Hayawa,
Ayawa,
Zawa,
Sharawat,
Banya Lawa,
Bunyula Wat,
Salah,
Salah,
Aishalaham,
Shalom,
Hamadia,
Kamad,
Kasayasara,
Kasa Yashara,
Hayabia,
Tayabi,
Banakar,
Nakhal,
Kwayashwan,
Yashwan,
Nashamadwa,
Shamadwa,
Ayanda,
Yanda Ar,
Yahaw, Hayawa,
Iowa,
Daman,
the Man,
La Adama,
the Adama,
Shayatamwa,
Shetamwa,
Nadayabawa,
Yamawa,
Kaira,
Kaira,
Katsaba,
Kazaba,
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 Katazamana,
Kazamina,
Kana Sayakama,
Khan, Sakum,
Shaw,
Shaw,
Amora,
Mor,
Layarasha,
Yarasha,
Lanawa,
Anwa,
Af, Nawa,
Awa,
Alahayam,
Alahayim,
Alahaya,
Alahayat,
Shayatamwa,
Shetamwa,
Kagogala,
Goggle,
Kakwash,
Kwash,
Panya Raka,
Anuraka,
Kaash,
Kaash,
Tabaira Yaira,
Varia,
Kalahaba,
Kalahab,
Talaha,
Galahat,
Haria,
Hari,
Kantaradap,
Kantradab,
Sairaka,
Cyrika,
Wabasawapafka,
Obasopath,
Tabahalam,
Tabahalam,
Mala'a,
Mala'ah,
Kanya,
Punja,
Kwalawan,
Kalawan,
Wayabquashwa,
Wayabaquash,
Shumka,
Shumka,
Yahawa,
Yahawa,
Yabashwa,
Yabashwa,
Wayaba'a,
Wayabahaw,
Agi,
Ag,
Wayakapawa,
Par,
Wayabad,
Wayabad,
Wayadair,
Wayadab,
Haya,
Haya,
Atha,
Atha,
Shumka,
Shumka,
Yahawa,
Yahaw,
Labadka,
Babak,
Ayawan,
Ali,
Alha Arataza.
I'll call her Ratiza. In the English, keep not thou silence on my power.
Keep not thy silence, O my power.
Hold not thy peace.
Hold not thy peace.
And be not still.
And be not
O
still.
my power.
O my power.
For lo,
For
thine enemies make a tumult.
thy enemies make a tumult.
And they that hate thee
And they that hate
have
thee
lifted up the head.
have lifted up their head.
They have taken crafty counsel against thy people.
They have taken crafty counsel against our people.
And consulted against thy hidden
And
ones.
consulted against our hidden ones.
They have said, come,
They have said, come.
let us cut them off from being a
And
nation.
let us cut them off from being a
In
nation.
the name of Israel.
That the name of Israel
Maybe no more remembrance.
may be no more remembered.
For they have consulted together.
But they have consulted
With
together.
one consent.
One
They are
consent.
confederate against thee.
They are confederate
The
against thee.
tabernacles of Edom.
The tabernacles of
And
Edom.
the Ishmaelites.
And the Ishmaelites.
Of Moab.
Moab.
The Hagarenes.
The Hagarenes.
The Baal.
The Baal.
Ammon.
And Ammon.
And Amalek.
And Amalek.
Philistines.
So to
The
speak.
inhabitants of
The
Tyre.
inhabitants of Tyre.
The sword also is joined with them.
A sword also is joined with
They have
them.
hope in the children of
They
Lot.
have opened the children of Lot.
Salah.
Salah.
Do unto them.
Do unto
As
them.
unto the Midianites.
As unto the
As
Midianites.
to Sisera.
As to
As to
Sisera.
Jabin.
As to
And the
Jabin.
brook of Kison.
The book of Kisa.
Perish at Endor.
Which perished at
They
Endor.
became as dung for the
They
earth.
became as dung for the
Make
earth.
their nobles like a red.
Make their nobles like a ram.
And like Zed.
Like Zahem.
Yea.
Yea.
All their princes as Sabbath.
All their princes as the
And
bar.
then Zalmunna.
And that's our
Who
Buddha.
said,
Who
let
said,
us take to
let us
ourselves
take to ourselves
the house of the Most High in possession.
the houses of the Most High in possession.
Oh, my power.
Oh, my power.
Make them like a wheel.
Make them like a wheel.
As the stubble before
As
the
the
wind.
stubble before the
As the
wind.
fire burneth the
As
wood.
the fire burneth the wood.
As the flame setteth
And
the
as
mountains
the
on
flame
fire.
set the mountains on fire.
So persecute
So
them
persecute them
with thy
with
tempest.
that
And
tempest.
make them afraid
Make them afraid
with thy storm.
with that storm.
Fill their faces
Fill
with
their
shame,
faces with shame.
that they may seek
That
thy
they
name.
may seek thy name.
Oh,
Oh,
Yahweh.
Yahweh.
Let them be
Let them
confounded
be
and
confounded.
troubled
In
forever.
trouble forever.
Yea,
Yea.
let them be put to
Let them be
shame
put to shame.
and perish,
And perish.
that men may
That
know
then they know
that thou,
that thou,
whose name
whose
alone
name alone
is Yahweh,
is Yahweh,
art the Most
or
High
the Most High,
over all the
for
earth.
all the earth. You're doing the curses.
So, pray for the prophesied curses. Blessed are you, Yahweh,
Blessed are you, Yahweh,
King of heaven and earth,
King of heaven and earth,
and all things
and
living.
all things living.
Yahweh,
Yahweh,
in the name of
in
Yahweh,
the name of Yahweh,
listen to us now,
listen to us now,
right now.
right now.
Send evils and curses,
Send evils and
and
curses,
punishment and
and
destruction
punishment and destruction
to the heathen
to the heathen
who speak against
who
us.
speak against us.
Thy prophets,
Thy
the
prophets,
teachers,
the teachers,
the princes,
the princes,
the priests,
the priests,
the Israelite
the
brothers,
Israelite brothers,
and the school.
and the school.
Send evils and
Send
curses,
evils and
with
curses,
punishment and
and
destruction
punishment and
to the
destruction
heathen,
to the heathen,
and shake
and
loose
shake
the
loose
treasure of the rich of
the
Israel.
treasure of the rich of
They
Israel
refuse to give to the
that
school.
refuse to give to the school.
Force their riches
Force their
to
riches
enter into thy
to
sanctuary.
enter into thy
Send
sanctuary.
evils and curses,
Send evils and
and
curses,
punishment and destruction
and punishment and
to
destruction
the Edomites,
to the
and the
Edomites
nations,
and the
their
nations,
drug
their
dealers,
drug
the
dealers,
court system,
court
the
system,
prison system,
prison
Planned
system,
Parenthood,
Planned Parenthood,
all the governments of our
all the
enemies,
governments of our enemies,
Amalek synagogues,
Amalek synagogues,
the
and all
Roman Catholic
Roman
Church,
Catholic Church,
the Pope,
the Pope,
Islam,
Islam,
Christianity,
Christianity,
Egypt,
Egyptology, militia,
Ku Klux
Ku
Klan,
Klux Klan,
Aryan Nation,
Aryan Nation,
Skinheads, Posse Comitatus, the Gay Movement, the Lesbian Movement, Spies, Workers of Witchcraft, NASA Space Program, the Army, Navy, Air Force, Marines, Wall Street, open up the internet. And the airways, cable access channel, the radio channel, convict the spirit of any of thy people, and seek to stop us, and bring swift destruction to all the heathen that stand in the way, but try to stop us from broadcasting your word throughout the planet Earth. Let loose all the plagues, cause them to go to and fro through the earth. And consume. Let the plague shake the house of the thief, and the murderer. Let Yahushua, Michael and Gabriel, come down with the flying swords and punish all the heathens that come up against us as we speak thy word. Cause it to be known by all. That it is the angels that have done it. Cause it to be spread through the media. Throughout the whole world. Cause them to shake at thy coming. In the name of Yahushua. Thank you always. So be it.
So, which means the third. Whole sign Christ. Let's clap it up. All right. We're going to give one courtesy salute. Made of Israel. Imagine Shabbat. Imagine Barak. Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushua Barakathon. Yajim Matah. One courtesy salute to the sisters. Made of Israel. Imagine Shabbat. Imagine Barak. Yahweh Shemar Ba'ashem Yahushua. Yajim Matah. Dismiss. Next week, we're going to pick it up at the book of Numbers, chapter 14, verse 25, right? Numbers 14 and 25. Go ahead.
Shout out to Captain Cesaria's audience. We wherever we need to be to stay on YouTube. Y'all got to come to the Sabbath service. We're here every Saturday at 9 a.m. at ISUPK headquarters in Harlem. Pull up.
All right, 2279 3rd Avenue, Harlem, New York. Passover in Houston, Texas. Call the camp leader nearest your location so you can get all the details to make it to Houston, Texas for the Lord's 57th annual Passover under Commanding General Yohana in the ISUPK, the only Passover. Shalom, Israel. Son Christ.